All right, Coach Derek here. We're going to dive into the wonderful world of CMAs. So let's go ahead and get into the search. We're going to select residential, then we're going to click detail. All right, from here, we're going to want to select active, pending, and sold. The pendings are going to show us what went under contract near or at the active price, active list price. And then the solds will tell us realistically what the price sold for, the actual market. Our actives will tell us what our competition is for the listing. So let's go ahead and find our subject property. Want to go to map, and then this button right here, jump to address, will help us get directly to the home. Select the address and then hit enter. Now, as you can see, many results have popped up on our map. And when we scroll out, more and more will pop up. Now, we want to focus primarily on this area of Clearwater Beach. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a polygon, and I'm going to click, and then I'll click, I'll click, click, and then create the box. Now, this might be a little bit larger of a search area that most people will want, but it will do. So want to go back to criteria. You can see there's a lot of homes here. They're not going to be all comparable. So we're going to narrow down the field. So here in criteria, we are going to be looking for a single family home. And then we want to have a somewhat accurate square footage that is close to the subject property. Rule of thumb, from what we hear, is that 20% below and 20% above the actual square footage is what we're looking for. So in this case, it's going to be 1,800 to 2,400 square feet. Now that brings us down to 11 matches. That's much more manageable. So at this point, we're going to click here. This is going to load up all the listings. And this one here is a subject. And so now we want to go ahead and select all. And now that we have all of our subjects in here, and again, you can go ahead and you can take a look at some of these different properties to see how closely they resemble the home that you want to showcase. But for the point of this video, we're going to skip that. And at this point right here, you can hit quick CMA, which will load up a very quick overlook of the properties, actives, pendings, and solds. This gives you your averages, your medians, your maximums, and your minimums. So it's a great tool to have in your arsenal. Then if you want to take a look at the tabular stats, you can hit this and then hit tabular. And then it shows you the tabular stats for the homes. Hit back. And then if you want to make a more comprehensive CMA, you can click this button and then you would select your contact or you create a new contact. This one, we're going to go with her. And then we want to go to pages. We want to select the pages that we want. Each one of these fields open up on the left with all the different pages that are available. I selected all of them just so that you guys could take a look for yourself. And then when it comes to subject, you want to fill in the MLS field here with the MLS number. There you go. You have your CMA. So when you get to finish, you can view CMA, you can email CMA, or you can click this button here to save it. If you click the Save CMA, it will show up in this website right here.